Hey there humans, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing this simple natural eye look here with some shimmery shades. I hope you like how it came out. I also wore my hair in a bun all day, so it came out curly like this, and yeah, let's get into it. Hey there my dudes, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing this look here. It's a super natural, easy, breezy, neutral look using the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. This palette here, using the shades in this quadrant here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, the shades Marzipan, Creme Brulee, Semi-Sweet, and Hot Chocolate, these 4 here. So if you'd like to see these two and these two, how I made a little look out of them on the eyes, it turned out like this. If you'd like to see this look, and the rest of the face of course, then please keep on watching. Okay, so the truth of the matter is my desk is still messy with all the makeup behind me, and I'm going to be using up some Porefessional Primer samples. I tried to gift them to a friend because I thought she would like to try them, because I already have a mini Porefessional, but she didn't want to try them, so I'm just going to use up these little samples today. I think one sample should last a full face just because there's a decent amount in there, and I don't use a ton of primer generally, so yeah, I think I'm just going to use one for like each video for like a while. I only have like 2 more to use up. But I don't actually dislike the Porefessional Primer. It kind of reminds me of like that foam Play-Doh. I don't know if you used this as a kid, but the scent of it reminds me of this like Play-Doh that I used to play with as a kid that would dry into a foam. And so you could like make a shape or like make a little whatever you wanted to make, like a little monster or something. I don't know. I used to make aliens, and then it would dry and it would be set as foam, and it had a cool smell. It kind of smelled like how that primer smells, but it's a pretty decent primer. I actually quite like the Porefessional. It's one of those like silicone kind of pore filling primers, and I kind of just work it around the pores in the center of the face. Next I'm going in with some foundation, and as per usual I'm going to be using the Lasting Matte foundation from Rimmel. I'm just using this one up recently, and so I'm just going to go in with it all over the face on a damp beauty blender. This beauty blender is from goodness knows where, probably Chi Chi or like maybe Kmart. Like, it's affordable. It's not an expensive beauty blender, and I wear the shade 103. It's just called True Ivory. Yes, it is 103 True Ivory. It's not my favorite foundation. That's why I keep using it in all my videos, because I'm trying to use it up, and so it's in my project pan. It's almost June, like we're so close to June, and once we arrive in June I'll get onto making my mid-yearly project pan video. I'm really excited to show you guys because obviously I pan a lot of products, so I have lots of stuff to show you for the month of June that I have used up. I always think after like my previous project pan, I always think, wow, I used up so much product, I don't even have like that much work done on my next project pan. I'm going to have the smallest next project pan because this one that just passed was so big, and every time when the time rolls around I've accumulated so much product that I've emptied for my next project pan. So I'm hoping that's what happens at the end of this year, because my June one, I really do feel like it's massive. I just can't imagine how I could possibly pan more things in time for the end of the year. But yeah, I'm really excited to do that video. I'll probably do it sometime during the month of June. By the way, I'm just putting on some concealer underneath my eyes from the same Rimmel Lasting Matte range in the shade 10. What's the shade? It's just the shade 10 Fair Ivory again. So yeah, just Fair Ivory under my eyes. I'm just packing it in for a little extra brightness down there. I don't know, I feel like I've been getting some under eye circles because my sleeping hours are crazy right now on placement. I'm up at all hours getting my work done, and then I'm waking up too early again to do it all over again. Anyway, I'm just going to set my face with some setting powder. This is the Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade 10. I just sprayed it everywhere and got it all over my shirt. 10 Fair Light. It's not like this shirt was that clean anyway to begin with. It was already covered in dog hair because my beagle likes to shed everywhere all over my life. My life is covered in beagle fur. It is a furry lifestyle, but you know, it's a lifestyle that I have to put up with because she is kind of cute, so it is what it is. I like the beagle even though she's naughty and drops a lot of fur. Okay, that's enough powder. By the way, the brush I used for powder is this 103 brush from Real Techniques. It's from the Bold Metals collection, and I think it's a really good soft face brush. It just fluffs everything everywhere and like sets the skin so smoothly. I feel cute and set now. I'm going to go in with some bronzer. And the bronzer I'm going to be using today is from Urban Decay. This is the Beach Bronzer. I think this is actually the only product I have from Urban Decay at the moment. No, I lied. I actually have an eye primer from them, but I rarely use it. This bronzer has actually been discontinued, which is kind of sad because I really like it. It's a good matte bronzer, like it doesn't have much sheen through it, and it's a good tone, I feel like, on my skin tone. Like it's not too dark, it's not too light. It's just good, and I'm going to miss it because most of it's gone. Maybe this will make it into my next project pen. I'm not sure like what I should make the cutoff because I have a lot of stuff that's like almost used up that I could just use up and throw into this project pan, or I could just like time it so that like when I use up this bronzer then I'll fill my project pan. Like I don't know when the like exact cutoff day should be. Maybe it should be the 31st of June, so it's like exactly halfway through the year. Yeah, that sounds good actually. Okay, I'm gonna make up exactly halfway through the year is gonna be the cutoff date. Does that sound alright? It's the 31st of May as I'm filming this, so that's the giving me 1 month to go through this bronzer, which is definitely doable for me. I wear so much bronzer and I really take it on every time. So this will probably be all gone by that project pan. I don't know. If you have a different suggestion, leave it in the comments below and I'll think about it. Give me your top tips and I'll keep it in mind. I'm just putting this everywhere. I go really hard with the bronzer, especially because I like to be sun-kissed, or at least feeling like I'm sun-kissed. It's so cold, I miss the sun. I always say that in winter. I'm like, oh, I'm so cold, I miss the sun, but I really do. I miss the summertime, and the packaging of this is so summery. Like the palm trees, some people don't like this packaging. I think it's cute. I actually think it's kind of a classic in my opinion, and I wish they'd bring it back because it's just a good smooth matte bronzer. Like it just works. But it is what it is. They discontinued it and that's the end of that. So I'm just going to bronze the sides of my nose just by pinching the brush and running it down the sides of my nose. I'm not really like contouring my nose so much, I'm just like bronzing it. I don't know if people bronze their noses so much, but I just feel like it gives the look of like you've been in the sun. Your nose is like a little bit brown, but not like too brown. It's just like a little bit of like a little something something. And like I'll always highlight my nose later, so it's not like my nose is going to be like just brown on my face. And even if it is, who cares? Wait, I moved this. Did I bump that or did it move itself? Oh well. Let's go in with some blush. The blush I've been loving recently is the Kylie Pink Dreams. It's so cute. I really like this Kylie blush. I kind of wish I bought more before the whole website went down, but it is what it is. I'm just going to pack this on. Pink Dreams is such a cute, like, fun pink shade. I really want to get some more blushes. I know I have so many, but I want more. It's like blush is like an area that I haven't really ventured into very far. Like there are some areas of makeup, for example, I've tried a lot of like eyeshadows or I've tried a lot of bronzers, but blush is one of those areas that I haven't really ventured into. Like I've tried a lot of highlighters, different shades of highlighter on myself, but blushes, it's like I was so scared of blushes for so long. It's kind of still an uncharted territory for me. I can understand what some blushes are going to look like on my skin tone and stuff, but I'm not like, I can't pick a blush yet. I don't know. I feel like when I choose my blush, it doesn't always go with the look and stuff. And I just choose whatever I like. And I feel like some people, when they choose their blushes, they like have a specific blush in mind to make their look a specific way. And I wish I had that like kind of a vision with my blushes, if that makes sense. I'm going in with the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, and the look I'm going to do today is actually the look that I wore to see Hamilton. So I'm going in with this shade here, Semi Sweet. It's just below the top white chocolate shade there, so it's just that matte brown down there, and it's just like a matte mid-tone to coolerish kind of brown. As you can tell, it's like not a warm tone matte brown, but it's not like cool. It's like kind of mid, but it's on the cooler side of mid. It's like a neutral brown. That was a lot of description for a brown. Anyway, I'm working that through the crease just to give some dimension and shape to the eyes. So yeah, as I was saying, this is the look that I wore to see Hamilton the musical. I'd never seen it online, like I'd never seen the movie, I'd never seen it on, I think it's on Disney Plus. I'd never seen it before, but I'd always heard like hype about it. And so I really wanted to see it, but I never got around to it. And then my friend said, Emily, my friend is Emily, by the way. My other friend called Emily. Emily, if you're watching this, I love you. I met her through Cheer, and she's just amazing and an all-round, like, nice person. Sometimes you just meet someone and you're like, you are a kindred spirit. She's a kindred spirit. She's a true kindred spirit, and she just is like sunshine. and she invited me to watch Hamilton with her. I was like, are you sure, Emily? That would be amazing. I would love to go. I will have so much fun, but are you sure you want to invite me? Like, I was shocked that she would invite me to go watch it with her, because what an honor to be invited with such an amazing person to watch Hamilton. And she said, yes, Emily, come. I'm just going in with this shade over here called Hot Chocolate. It's that shimmery shade underneath the matte shade we just used. And I was like, Emily, I would love to come. And so I went with her, and we watched Hamilton together at the Lyric Theatre in the Sydney City. It's in the Star Casino. I think it's like part of the casino. I don't really know how it works, but it's like this theatre pretty much. And it was amazing. Emily literally got us front row seats. Like, I'm not even making this up. When I say front row, I don't mean like we're near the front. I don't mean like we were close to the front. I mean, I was literally sitting directly behind the conductor, and I could see into the musical pit and like see all the people playing instruments down there. I was looking up to the stage. I tried to take a picture of like what I could see before the show started, being like, oh my goodness, we're here. And I literally couldn't get it all into the frame. And I was like, this is the best kind of problem to have. I literally am so close to the front, I can't get it all into frame. It was incredible. It was such an experience. I've seen musicals before, and I've always been into musicals. I think it's so much fun, and like I really appreciate all the artistry that goes into it. Like, there's so much work that goes into putting on a musical. The costuming, the music, the people that are performing. I'm just obsessed. Dancing, singing, it's such hard work, and I really enjoy their work. It's a show. But I'd never been front row for something like that before. It was amazing. It was such an experience, and I'd never seen Hamilton before, obviously, so I got to experience like the storyline and all the songs for the very first time in person in the front row. It was amazing. It was such an experience. The actors, or are they called actors at a musical? I'm not really sure. Anyway, they were incredible, and I was obsessed, and I had a great time. And if you're in Sydney or anywhere, you should definitely go see Hamilton. It was really cool. I'm going in with the shade over here called Creme Brulee. But yeah, this is the eyeshadow look I wore on that night. I just like got ready after placement in like the bathroom of the casino. I just like slapped on a face, put on a new outfit, and was like, okay, let's go. But it was such an incredible time. Thank you, Emily, for bringing me along. I had an absolute blast, and I'll never forget that night. I was exhausted. I was like post-placement. I was really tired. My brain was like, let's go to sleep. And I was like, no, brain, we have to watch a musical, because this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. And it so was. I'm just going in with the shade over here, Marzipan. It's one of my favorites in the palette. I'm just using this like random smudging brush from Real Techniques. And I'm just going to be taking that into my inner corners. It's just a really beautiful shade. I'm also going to take this underneath the eyes. So I've got kind of like semi-sweet, that matte shade all over the eye, focusing on the outer corner. Then I've got Hot Chocolate, that shimmery darker brown in like the outer corner. Then I've got Creme Brulee over the lid, and then I've got dust everywhere. And then I've got Marzipan focused on the inner corner and on my front of my lower lash line, just to like brighten up the little front there. And I'm also probably going to take that on, yeah, I'm also going to take that on my brow bone. I'm just going to flick away this excess fallout because I'm making a bit of a mess here. There we go. It's kind of like a darker look for me, but I was really into it on the night. I'm just going to use my finger for Marzipan and just pop that on the brow bone. It's kind of not as bright as some of the other, oh, I've got so much powder in my eyes now. Oops. It's not as bright as some of the other brow bone highlights I'm used to using, but I feel like it kind of goes with the look. It's kind of like a little bit more smoky, sultry vibes. I don't know. I'm really into it. I felt cute on the night, and I had a good time. We had to wear masks in there, which was kind of surprising to me, but like it makes sense. Like, you're so close with so many people, and I wasn't mad to wear a mask. I had a good time. It was amazing. It was such an experience being so close to the front. I'd never had a musical experience quite like it. What is your favorite musical of all time? Mine would probably have to be Wicked. I know I saw Hamilton front row, but like from when I was a child, was obsessed with the storyline of like the Wizard of Oz, and so Wicked is like Wizard of Oz the musical, but not, and it's different, and it was like, I love it. So Wicked is definitely my favorite musical. What other musicals have I seen? I've seen a couple. I think Wicked is mine. I saw Chicago with some of my friends once, and that was a really fun experience too. They were like the perfect girls to go see Chicago with as well. So like really added to the vibes. What else have I seen? I can't remember now. Anyway, Loved those times. Hamilton was good. I just love musicals and I can't wait for more to happen. I'm just trying to clean this up, like blend more. So I've got two brushes I'm going in with. I've got this loose kind of fluffy blending brush. This is the 203 from Real Techniques. And then I have this one here, which is like a denser packing brush. And this one is the 200 from Real Techniques. So I'm deepening up things using the denser brush. And then I go in with the fluffy brush, just to like diffuse the edges and make sure it's all like blended the way I want it to look. Okay, I think that's good enough. Let's go in with a little bit of highlight. Now, I would like to use, oh, there's so much powder, it's like going on my nose and everything. I'm going to use this MAC Whisper of Guilt. I use this quite often, to be honest. You've seen it like a gazillion times on my channel. Looks like this. And where's a brush? This brush that I got for my birthday gift from Mecca. I'm just going to pack this onto the cheeks. I'm just not going to be shy with it. I'm going to pack it on. I just love a lot of highlight and I want to glow. So we're going to do that. What did I wear to the musical? Said no one. Well, I'm glad you didn't ask. I wore my disco pants from American Apparel and then like a bustier, like kind of corset top from Meshki. It wasn't my favorite outfit I've ever worn to a musical, but like it was something that I could like easily throw on with my boots after placement. So I just packed that with me and it was easy. I went with Emily to grab a snack beforehand and we went to this place called the Flying Fish. There's like a Flying Fish kind of like restaurant in the building of the Star Casino, but we didn't have time to get like a proper sit down like meal, so we just got takeaway from their takeaway bar and it was really good. I got a veggie burger. I'm vegetarian, by the way, if you didn't know. And the veggie burger was really nice. It was really filling and I would definitely recommend it. It does come with fish, so you just have to ask like, can I get this burger? It was the last one on the menu without the fish. It was called like the veggie tempura or something like that. And they're like, yeah, sure. And so I got that and it was delicious. Okay, so now that's like most of the face things done. I'm actually gonna run away for a sec to pop on my liner lashes brows like I usually do. And I'll be right back so we can pop on a lip together. I've just highlighted, by the way, down the center of my nose just because I feel like it makes my nose look straighter. I should also do my Cupid's bow because I seem to always do that for no particular reason. Okay, off to do like the detailed areas of my eyes. I'm gonna be back in a jiffy. Okay, so hi, I'm back with my brows and my liner and my lashes on. Why does this lash look kind of straight at the front? Excuse me. Whatever. Okay, let's put on some lipstick. This lipstick that I'm gonna wear is Classic K from Kim's makeup collection from KKW Beauty. It's just like a nudie, neutral kind of nude lip. You're welcome. Great description. And I'm going to put a pop of lighter color in the center. This is from Dose of Colors and it is the shade Butterscotch. And it's just going to like, see how it's like a little bit lighter? It just adds a little pop in the center. Just a perfect amount to brighten it up. By the way, if you're wondering what I use, my liner is my Hyper Sharp Wing Liner from Maybelline. Oh my goodness, I almost forgot the name of it. And then Black and Brown brow pomade from Colourpop. Same brow pomade as I've always used. Let's get my hair out of this bun that it's been in all day. I wear my hair in like a bun or a ponytail placement so that it's like up and out of my face, but it's not how I like to live my life. Also, I've dropped a load of powder all over my top, which is really cute. This top, it like ties up. How cute. Anyway, oh, come on, hair, please be curling cute. Yes. Okay, that's actually better than I expected. Thank you, hair, for cooperating, because sometimes it just looks scraggly. Oh no, it's going scraggly. Please, hair, please cooperate. Okay, you know what? That's good enough. So here's the look. This is my face. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Comment anything you'd like to see from me in future down below, because I'd love to hear it from you. Subscribe if you would like to see more of me, and I'll catch you in a future video soon. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye! But yeah, here's the completed look. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know how you're going in the comments below. I'd love to hear about you and your life. It's a pretty easy natural look that I did today, but if you would like to see any particular colors or looks from me, I'm down to try anything. Thanks for watching, my friends, and I'll catch you next time. Also, I know the eyelashes aren't perfect, but you know. Anyway, bye!